In this lesson, you will add, subtract, multiply, and divide multi-digit decimals using the standard algorithm for each operation. Introduction. Ernie is a movie buff. It's been 3 weeks since the best movie that he has seen this year hit the theaters, and he has been following the news of its box office earnings each week. He read that the movie made $25,992,412.50 in its third week. He also read that the average ticket price for this week was $8.35. Using this information, he can find out how many people saw the movie this week. To calculate the number of tickets sold in this period, Ernie needs to know how to work with decimal numbers. In this lesson, you'll learn how to perform calculations that involve decimal numbers.
So in your objective, make sure that you write down what you're going to be learning. And so you'll be putting that right in the guided notes. So what is the objective? Right now, put the objective in your guided notes, please.
Calculating with decimal numbers. To add, subtract, multiply, and divide decimal numbers, follow the same standard algorithms that are used for whole numbers. But while setting up the calculation for decimal numbers, make sure the decimal points and digits are lined up correctly. When adding or subtracting decimal numbers, the decimal points of the numbers are lined up vertically. Let's solve a problem that involves adding two decimal numbers. Ernie's favorite movie earned $50,782,954.83 in the first 2 weeks following its release, and its earnings were $25,992,412.50 in its third week. How much did the movie earn in the entire 3-week period? To add these two numbers, we first line up their decimal points and the digits after the decimal points as shown in the image. Calculating with decimal numbers.
So in your guided notes, make sure that you're filling in the information from the tutorial that we just read right in here. Fill in those blanks, please.
Adding decimal numbers. We'll set up the addition problem so that the decimal places line up.
Okay, so notice in your guided notes that the steps are here, so you're going to be filling in those places in the steps.
Then we'll perform the addition just as we would for whole numbers, making sure we regroup numbers correctly. The decimal point in the answer is in the same place as the decimal points in the numbers we added. 50,782,954.83 plus 25,992,412.50 equals 76,775,367.33. Ernie's favorite movie earned a total of $76,775,367.33 in the first 3 weeks.
Okay, so you're going to be filling in all of the things that we just learned about in adding decimal numbers. One of the things I want to point out is you're not lining up the actual numbers, you're lining up the decimal point. So if I were going to add, let's go ahead and pull up a sticky screen. If I wanted to add, let's see, 1 and 900ths plus 2600ths. I'm lining up the decimal point. So I always start with that first digit that I'm lining up, and then I put a decimal point straight down. Then I'm going to fill in the rest of the blanks, and that makes sure that I line up my decimal points correctly. So you start with that decimal point and then fill in the numbers, okay? It doesn't always line up nice and neat like this. So sometimes I might have 0.24 plus 2.1. And so if that's the case, I want to make sure that I line up the decimal points again. So let's go ahead and do that. So I would start with that first number, put my decimal point down, and then 2.1 fills in like that. So the decimal points are what line up. You can fill in a 0 here because it doesn't change the value if that helps you keep your place values organized. Okay, so go ahead and fill in all of that section for the adding numbers. That should be all done now.
Subtracting decimal numbers. Now let's take a look at how to subtract one decimal number from another using the standard algorithm for subtraction. Bernie saw his favorite movie of the year on the first day it hit the theaters, and his ticket cost $11.99. His friend Marcy saw the movie in its second week, and her ticket cost $8.20. What is the price difference of their tickets? Let's set up the subtraction. Ernie's ticket cost more, so we write its value, $11.99, first. We write the price of Marcy's ticket, $8.20, below Ernie's, as shown. Notice that the decimal points of the two numbers are lined up. Now we can perform the subtraction. Notice that the decimal point in the answer is in the same position as the decimal points in the two numbers. The price difference of the tickets that Ernie and Marcy bought is $3.79.